And good morning, everybody. It is Wonderful Wednesday with Garry Coles. Now, Garry, I'm super excited because I'm going to be seeing you soon in Ireland at the Irish Hypnotherapy Conference
in Dublin.
I know Dublin. I've never been, and I am excited about it because I do have a lot of Irish friends, and they're just always so much fun. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Now, Garry, what are you speaking on at the Irish Hypnotherapy?
This year, I'm going a variation on the theme slightly. I mean, everybody knows me for hypno-oncology, working with cancer patients, but an area that I teach in my course, which is allied to that, which has a lot of uses outside the cancer arena as well. It's a bit of a mouthful, but it's psychoneuroimmunology, PNI for short. And that's the scientific study of how feelings and emotions affect the immune system.
Absolutely. And I remember hearing about that from Pfizer Ulmar back in 2013. So yeah, and it was new then. That was in it was in London.
Yeah, it's actually been about the original idea was started in the 70s. Would you believe? It's Adler. Stephen Adler was the most, or that is the person that's known for it and coined the phrase. But he did a lot of research with another guy, Nicholas Cohen, and they did a lot of work going forward, which is now moving in lots of different directions as it goes forward further still.
And it is, it's so true. It's a whole mind-body connection, it really is. So no,
and there's lots of interesting scientific research actually done with it. Things, for example, one quick one off was that self-hypnosis, being taught self-hypnosis over a long period of time was demonstrated to be more effective than medication for hay fever.
Yeah.
For example.
Interesting, isn't it? Yeah. I use self-hypnosis. Do you?
Very rarely, to be honest.
That's so funny. I do. However, I also think I just go into that kind of zone place a lot.
I have some difficulties with a lot of that because until I did some work with Dr. Paulina Drana, I didn't realise I was aphantasic. So.
No, I am as well, though. But yeah, I still can. So which I mean, it's interesting. I actually almost feel quite jealous of some of my clients sometimes.
You are, yeah.
They come up with these amazing visions and oh, I was here and I was there and I was going, really? I wish I was. But I am a somnambulist. So it's quite interesting.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know you. I've experienced that.
Yeah,
so
I know. From stage hypnosis.
I'm a pretty poor subject, full stop. I don't visualize and I don't go very deep and I don't really respond much. So.
you just sit there.
Yeah.
But I do, and because I see colors like orbs.
Yeah.
And then I go somewhere else. So when I get feelings, I'm very kinesthetic. So I kind of like my body feels it as opposed to anything else. So it's so anybody who doesn't know what kinesthetic is, I'm the sort of person that if you're wearing something fluffy or that looks as though it's got a very interesting texture, I will actually say, can I stroke you, please? Because I just do. I just have to go, oh, I need to touch that. So there you go.
Touchy-feely.
I am a touchy-feely person, yes. So the Irish Hypnotherapy Conference, it is it's the 5th and 6th of April, and that's a Saturday and Sunday.
Yep.
And it's now you'll be better. No, which hotel is it at? Because I know the hotel. This one, you can get into the centre pretty quick.
Yeah, it's moved from last year. It's the Clayton hotel, but there's more than one, so you have to be careful that you pick the right one. So look at this on the website.
Liffey Valley, isn't it?
Liffey Valley, yeah, the Clayton Hotel, Liffey Valley, which my understanding compared to last year, it's nearer the centre of Dublin and is very good for public transport links. So for those of us that want to go out and party and explore the river area and Temple Bar, where all the bars and sort of dancing and music and stuff happens.
I have to experience it. I don't have to drink because it doesn't always agree with me. However, I don't need drink because I'm like Tigger anyway. However, I would have to, definitely be there with you to experience it because I just want to see the Irish dancing and
it's a lot of music that goes on. Most of the places in Temple Bar will have music on through the day, although they've got a bit like New Orleans. You say, or I won't be drinking, but a lot of them are a bit like New Orleans, that in what they do is because they have music on, for you to be in there you've got to have sort of a drink every sort of half an hour or something.
Okay.
There's two things they do. There's two things they do in Temple Bar. One is you've got to be eating or drinking is the first thing. If you're in there, you can't just go in and watch the music. And secondly, they have surge pricing. So generally, the busier and later it gets, the higher the drink prices.
Oh, okay. Right. And I don't blame them. They've got to pay their staff and, it's like they've got to pay the upkeep of the building. So, fair dues. Everything's business. And so that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
So, yes, I'm looking forward to it. And it's so at the Irish Hypnotherapy Conference, they're giving us lunch as well.
Yes, I believe so. They did last year, and I believe that there's an improved selection this year from the new hotel. So we'll see what it was. So like last year, it was just a set menu for lunch, and for those of us that are vegetarian, it didn't really work. And I believe there was some gluten-free people that didn't work, but I think that's all been addressed this time.
Yeah, always learning.
Yeah, and certainly last year they had a very, very interesting Saturday night party. I believe we have a hypnosis comedy show on the Saturday night.
Okay.
And then there will be dinner, and then if it was anything to go by last year, it was lots of dancing till very late at night, and then bar till silly o'clock in the morning.
Oh, fun. Okay, all right. Well, that's good. What are you speaking on the Saturday or the Sunday?
I honestly don't know. I haven't looked at the thing.
The schedule.
All is I know that I was promised they would be good to me this year because I had the worst possible slot last year. That I had quite a small audience because I was given the 9 a.m. Sunday slot.
Oh, I see.
And I was very good. Being a total professional, I left the bar at 3:30 Sunday morning, and I was still suited and booted and presenting at 9. But lots of people that said they were going to come and see me didn't seem to manage it.
No. So, I'm on the Saturday at 10 o'clock. So,
right. Yeah, I'm hoping that I'm on Saturday and a sensible time, but they did promise that I would never get such a bad slot again. I'd done my bit, and that was it.
No, I'm actually speaking on the bunny talk process. I'm actually going to showcase it. Cool. So I will be needing a volunteer. So it's so I'm looking forward to that. So it's always fun. You never know how it's going to go because it's going to be live.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It will be whatever it is. Yeah. So it's always interesting. So I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, and there's tea and coffee and things like that. So
yeah,
which is important during the day to get those in. I miss my cups of tea otherwise. So so yeah, and what else can you tell me about? I want to do an Irish bus tour. Have you ever?
Yeah, we never did a huge amount on that last year because we were fairly near the airport, so we were quite a way out from the centre itself. And I think when I arrived there, somebody said, a couple of people were staying downtown, and said, why don't you get an Uber and come down and visit us? But the Uber was a sort of 40-50 euros. It was quite expensive. So this time I believe it's on the bus route. Although we did have some local people with cars last year, which was very good. So the evening before, they actually took us down to a beach, and we went for a walk on a beach, which was nice. It was really lovely and sunny. And then the Sunday night after the conference, we went down to again. They took us in cars. And we went down into Dublin, and we went to a pub and then onto a curry house and had a nice meal there. And then under our own steam, the following day, we hit Temple Bar and the bars.
Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be good. I'm also training. I'm staying actually. So I arrive sort of like very early Thursday morning, and then I'll be leaving Wednesday morning. Because then I'm going back over to the UK to see family and friends. But on the Monday and Tuesday, I'm actually going to be training the bunny talk process as a workshop, so that everybody else can also do this with their clients. So yeah, no, it'll be, so I will be there for a good few days.
Excellent.
Yeah, so
it is a fun city.
Yeah, so anybody, if you are in the UK, it's not much to get over to Ireland. It really is.
It's not.
Yeah.
I think you can get Aer Lingus, or you can probably do EasyJet and things like that fairly cheaply. I mean, I'm being British Airways because it's nice and easy for me from airports here, and I think it was about £150 return for British Airways.
I think it can be even less because I'm going back to the UK, Leeds Bradford. It's much, so it's definitely worth anybody's while. You know, if you're interested in becoming a hypnotherapist, if you are a hypnotist and you want to learn from some and see some really good speakers, there's a good lineup.
It's a good lineup, and even more so than last year, because now it's starting to get known and on the map. It's now attracting international, so a lot of international speakers. Last year was predominantly from the UK and Ireland, whereas this year we've got quite a few speakers coming from the USA, and we've got speakers coming from other parts of Europe, Spain, Romania, and things like that. So it's getting a much more sort of international vibe.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of you from Europe. Yeah. So absolutely. So no, it'll be. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. It'll be really good fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it'll be great. So everybody, the price, I know it goes up. I think it's €299 at the moment for the conference, and I believe the price goes up something like is it the 28th or 29th of January?
I'm not totally sure, but I mean that's a bargain anyway, because you're getting two days of all this brilliant international people, plus your lunches, plus the Saturday night hypnosis show, plus the dinner and the dancing. So it's a lot of fun stuff.
Oh yeah. No, it's definitely worthwhile, and it's just about making those connections as well. Anyway, and it's how you just broaden your horizons, and you can just go, I didn't even know that could be a thing, because where we're all trained, and then it's like then you have to it's almost like retrain. You learn more, you keep learning more, and I'm still doing that, and I love it. Even though I'm training now, I'm continually still wanting to learn, read colleagues' books, and it's like, I like that bit, and you have that in your toolbox. So it's about expanding how we can help our clients. Because everybody's different and everybody's unique, and it's not one size fits all. So we need to keep on learning from each other. So and going to a conference is one sure way to do that. So anyway, take care, Garry, and I will see you again soon.
I'll see you in Dublin.
All right, take care. So it's goodbye from me, Claudia, Rickard. Thank you for watching, and it's goodbye.
Garry Coles. Goodbye.
Garry Coles. All right, so take care, everybody. Bye. Bye.